Alright, so we're back for another Bankroll challenge. Um, Previously, I did attempt one Bankroll challenge where I started from I think $50 and brought it up to 800, 700, 800, about there, before dropping back down to 500, and then didn't manage to continue the Bankroll challenge because I guess other things got in the way, and it just faded out. I withdrew my balance and all that. That was about a year ago, almost exactly a year ago. So now, recently I started another bankroll challenge from $200, playing the 10 NL stakes, and you can see from the Excel that it's been pretty stagnant. A few winning sessions, a few losing sessions. After about 20 hours played, we are at a profit of about $10. That's like 50 cents an hour. Um, Total, we have played about 15 sessions, and my previous session I lost $40, which kind of reversed all of the work that I've done the past few days, which kind of prompted me to, I guess, start recording again my sessions, because I'm hoping it will give me more, it will help me stay accountable and not kind of punt it off. And yeah, maybe if it starts to catch on, people might give me more feedback, which I can learn from as well. And yeah, it's mostly just for friends to follow along my journey and kind of sweat with me and see if we can take this $200 up to 10k, $10,000, which would mean we would have to be up to playing the 1-2 stakes, which I've never played, not even once. But yeah, starting from 5 cent, 10 cent. Currently the bankroll is at 210. So how we'll be tracking this bankroll challenge would be the total buy-ins for each session and the total cash out from each session, which will give us our profit. And we'll do this for each session. I don't think I'll be playing very long sessions yet, as I'm quite busy, but looking to put in about 2-hour sessions each time. And as for uploads, definitely will be uploading raw footage with no edits, so you can see every hand and kind of follow along. Not sure if I will be editing and putting together kind of like highlight reels, because I think at 5 cent, 10 cent anyway, the biggest pots is like $20-$30. Might not be that exciting, though highlight reels will probably help with getting traction. But yeah, anyway, I don't have much time now, so probably gonna jump in for like a half-hour session and just kind of see how, kind of test out the recording and how it's all gonna work out. So yeah, I guess welcome to the first so-called episode of the Bankroll challenge. I'm gonna be starting in about a minute. Let me just record my starting balance. Alright, so most of the session we're gonna be playing 4 tables cash. Might attempt some tournaments here and there, but mainly gonna be focusing on cash and definitely not spin and goals because I somehow can't seem to win spin and goals. Alright, 4 tables of Russian cash. I'll try my best to talk through all of the hands that I'm playing, but no promises, yeah? Alright, gonna be flatting ace 9 suited and opening deuces in the small blind. Here on this board, I think I c-bet. I mean not c-bet, but I donk lead-ish in the limp pot. Not really sure what it's called. Alright, maybe I'll just talk through the bigger spots and kind of autopilot the smaller not so interesting hands, yeah. Alright, Jack's in the big blind. King's in the big blind, come on. Oh my god. Alright. Definitely for the Jack's gonna be 3-betting. Against a small blind flat, he's gonna have a lot of continues. And hopefully we get the button to fold. And here gonna be 3-betting a little bit bigger against a button, as the big blind should a lot. And here I think we 4-bet against a small blind 3-bet. He's gonna be really wide with a lot of ace X that we don't really want all of them to call, so trying to get full equity with our 4-bet. And if he calls, of course, we're in good shape. Yeah, not really trying to get him to fold, but just trying to isolate more of the top of his range. Just helps playing post flop. And we flop the nuts here with ace jack. With the ace of hearts, I don't think we need to raise here, try and keep the big blind in if possible. And we can evaluate turns, navigate real easy. Here losing to king queen, king 10 now, not really worried about those hands. Calling this one, I think we lead here. We have a lot of queen jack, jack 10s, and we're also targeting his king jack type hands. Hands like pair with straight draw, trips with straight draw. And he raises here, which means he definitely has a king. Just thinking whether it's king jack. Could be queen jack and jack 10 as well. No need to raise here again, I think. Pretty much a blank of a river. Oh fuck, I think I timed out. That was pretty bad. Now, does he ever jam worse than king queen or king 10 here? I think it's very close. I think it's still a call though. It's like 4-1. Yeah, as I said, I think queen jack and jack 10 are the hands, those pair with straight draw, that maybe he thinks it's hard for me to have a king, and then after I called the turn, he tries to barrel the river. Not sure if it was a nit tank. Probably wasted some of my precious time banks. Alright. 8-7 suited. Pocket 5's here facing a donk. I think no reason for us to raise. We block 5-6 because they have 6-7s, and he leads a lot of 8x, 8 queen 8s. I think we just fold. Ace king now. Opening a little bit bigger, I think, with raise bluff in the button. defending the queen 10 offsuit. Gonna be checking this flop. Don't think there's much for us to bet. We have a deuce a lot as well, which would just check. And here not gonna be 3-betting. I think we just fold. Not much equity in continuing. Facing a 3-bet from the big blind. I think gonna peel a flop. And folding. I'm not sure if I was supposed to call there. Alright, we're gonna be defending with 7-3 suited. And pretty much a 100% dong from us on this flop, I think. Alright. Just because they're gonna fold a lot of their range, that it's worth taking a step with 7 high. And jacks in the small blinds. Against a recreational, we 3-bet a little bit bigger, just because he's gonna be real quite sticky with a lot of his range as well. And if he does decide to 4-bet, we'll re-decide. And so good at sets. Raise me, bitch. Fuck. One more set for the boys. That's not a set. But I guess if we have 5s, we can have 6s. Fuck me. I think we step here because we get a lot of his ace highs to fold. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Gut shot equals bluff. River pair equals check. And we good. Just show me 6-7. Fuck me. Give us a good hand here. That is not a good hand. Another one. What the fuck? How is so much money already in the pot? Damn it. Look at what you started. Ooh. Ooh. Look at what you started. We could all be in there and I would flop a set. Nope. Think we call? Yeah. What the fuck? Jack. Jack. Now we check our open-ended here because he has a lot of ace X's that would see bet. By right. I guess not. Which means we are definitely stabbing the turn. Just because we can't bluff the river if we don't stab the turn, because a lot of his jack X's would just call on the river. So we stab now, and if we don't hit, we bluff the river. Queen is not very good because he turns a lot of queen jack, king tens that float as well. He might hero call some queen tens and jack tens now, but I think we still go for it just because he checked the flop. I think he's gonna have a lot of weaker holdings that might fold the river. Here we go for a third, 3/4 I mean, and gonna be set mining here with fives. So good at sets. Now I think we check. Oh, nice call, bro. With an ace? What? First of all, can't believe he checked back an ace, and second of all, can't believe he tanked an ace. I think we check again. Now, the question is, does he bet the ace? I think he does. Either he bets an ace or we go big. I think he definitely bets an ace, right? I mean, what is he 3-betting with? Unless it's queens, he's folding to our bet anyways. Holy fuck! Please don't have aces or kings. Please have ace king. One fucking time! I don't think we can fold, right? Oh, what the fuck? Sevens? Nice hand, sir. Thank you for the chippies. What the fuck? And another set. Holy fuck, so good at sets. Alright, against his big 3-betting frequency, I think we just check. We just call here and we flop a fucking set. What the fuck is going on? Come on, barrel into us, bro. Barrel, barrel, barrel. Now, because his 3-betting frequency is pretty high, I don't think we want to raise and get him to fold his bluffs. He seems pretty aggressive. We raise here first, and then we call. Now, not too worried about him having flushes. So, what we are looking to see here is ace king, jacks, aces, queens, and we just win. That's right. That's fucking right. Alright. Now he 3-bet us on the flop, so it's rapping 9-8. Pocket tens. Overpairs. Kings, queens, and jacks probably slow down on an ace. So not the best for us. And unlikely he has ace king, because I don't think ace king will 3-bet the flop. So now the good thing is that we beat 9-8, and I don't think 9-8 bets this river. So we're gonna go small so that he might still bluff certain hands, and if he has tens, I think he just calls as well. And on the off chance that he does have ace king, then yeah. So unlucky that he folds, but happy to take down the pot. Maybe we should have checked to him, he might continue bluffing. I mean, what hands 3-bet the flop, check turn, and fold the river? I mean, unless he's 3-betting jack 10, 10-9 type hands, and another fucking set. When we 3-bet, definitely gonna be c-betting. I think we go a little bit bigger here, just because a lot of pair with straight draw hands, with flush draw hands that are gonna be inclined to call a bigger bet size, and we're gonna slow down on this turn just because we now lose to king jack, hearts, jack 9 still, and hope the board pairs, I guess. Here what we're targeting is one diamond holdings, and pretty unfortunate that he barrels the turn like that. Yeah, with like hands with the ace of diamond. Alright, definitely not folding. Let's give us an 8 on the river. That is not an 8. So now I'm guessing we check call. Ace 10? Ace 10, alright. Sometimes you just feel it in your bones. If you're a legend like me, who punted away thousands on the Rush and Cash Street. Just kidding. You have to punt enough to know what your opponent is having. I don't think he barrels ace queen anymore, which is kind of sad. Or maybe he does. But pocket 5, 6s, ace queen, ace jack. Pretty thin for us to call, I think. Yeah, thin for us to call, but I still call. Yeah, nice. Oh my god, I should have just folded. Right. Alright, stay focused. We're now beating ace 10 here. Lose to ace queen, which we block. Don't think we go for any more value here, so we just check and probably call depending on how much he bets. And on 5 big blinds, I think we pay. Not on the raise though. But what is he raising with actually? But I'm afraid if I call, he's gonna raise and we're gonna have to fold. Oh shit, bro. Checking back king jack there is a daddy move. It's a daddy move. That's a daddy move if I've seen one. And yeah, we flatted jacks just because it's blind versus blind and we don't really need to put more money in the pot, I think, with a hand that's pretty vulnerable. Even though it's jacks, and yeah, jacks curse and all that, whatever. Yeah, folded just because I don't know if my 4 high flush would be good. Alright, I don't like folding ace queen, but I think we do it early position, so many people behind. Here. The question is, do we 4-bet? His 3-bet percentage is really low, which means his range is pretty tight and condensed, so I think we just call. And slow play our king, just because he also has aces and we don't want to be too vulnerable to that. And kind of, I think, have some ace kings in our flat check back flop range. No need to raise because queens and jacks will just fold. Now when he tanks on this turn, I think pretty safe to say yes, queens. And with queens, I think he bets this river as well, because less likely that we have a king, and he also bets aces, so I think we check and watch him barrel. Yeah, I think we just check. No, queen is still there, 7 straight. Alright, now the question is, do we raise? What do we lose to? We're basically beating all of his range, chopping with his ace kings. Now, how much do we raise so that we get aces to call? How much do we raise so that we can get queens to still call? And is it even profitable to target queens, or should we just target aces instead? I think go for about a little under 3x, a bit over betting the pot, and he'll still call aces. Definitely, I don't think, not definitely, I don't think he'll have 8s or 7s here. I'm gonna be check raising on this texture also because we block jack 9s. And that's a huge portion of their controlling, their continuing range. Definitely after he calls, I think we 3-bet this, we raise this as well. Don't need to go too big, I think. Alright, sadly he didn't call on the king hand, which is kind of expected. Maybe we should have went either bigger or smaller. I mean, this is pretty strong. It's like sets, right? I don't think he raises jack 9 or 9-7 here again. Again, we block jack 9. Yeah, that's another reason why we raised there into 2 others, just because if he raises again, it's going to be really strong and we can just happily fold the flop and not get into tough spots on later streets. Flatting king queen suited here just because we have a lot of equity post flop, as proven now. Backdoor flush, gut shot, I think we just call. And on this turn, I think we're gonna raise just because he has a lot of ace queens, king queens, ace kings that are not gonna really like this jack. So I think we raise about the size of the pot here. And if he calls, we just need to hit a 10. checking back as well, just because I think a lot of our queens, jacks, tens would check back in his eyes. Of course, we're not checking back those, but now we go for a pretty big bet, just as we would with ace queen in his eyes. Here I think we go for a little bit of thin value against ace king, ace 10 type holdings. And if he has a queen, he just might fold as well. Alright. So we probably might have gotten folds from ace king, ace 10, and maybe some queen holdings like ace queen, which doesn't really block the houses that I might have. Alright. Here, I think we go a little bit bigger. Either go big now or we check raise. I don't think he's betting here, so I think we go about half pot, a bit over half pot. Here we call because he has a lot of jack 10s, 10 9s, flush draws which got there. So no reason for us to continue anymore. Alright. So he c-bets checks turn. I think we deny equity from some ace kings, ace jacks. And by betting the turn, we also allow ourselves to barrel the river in the case that he has hands like jacks, 10s, 8s, 9s. With a king there, I think we just fold. Now, I don't think we're gonna check raise on the ace here, just because he has a lot of ace kings. So definitely not folding. And with the ace of spades here, it makes it easier for us to call, but I don't think there's any merit for us betting. Yep. Alright, probably the last few hands of this short session. And then gonna go have dinner and be back for another one at night. And you can see how many folds I get with just an open, which just shows how much you should open, because the full equity on the GG poker streets is just insane, because everyone is just folding until they get massive premiums. Queen 9 suited, I don't think we raise here, but against a recreational and a button call, I think we call as well. Offsuit we probably would raise, just because we want to still have full equity. And with top 2 pair here, I think we raise as well. We have a lot of straight draws, flush draw type hands that would raise as well, which gives us enough bluffs to profitably raise top 2. A lot of his continues here would be ace queen, king queen, queen jacks, and some flush draws. So Queen Jack got there, but we still have to get value and charge the other draws. So I think going a bit over half pot would be just nice. No point raising here, I think. So just call our top pair. Still vulnerable to a lot of his Queen X holdings, and trips here is good. I think we still bet here just because we have to see bet or a lot of our range. And when he calls that fast, he has either flush draws or an 8, which shouldn't fold yet. So gonna go a little bit bigger. Also targeting a bit of his worst aces. And on this river, I think we just check back just because he's not calling any of his worst hands and all the draws missed. That's right. We could have still got some value, I think, from a king, but it's pretty thin. Oh, the only kings that he has is king lows with the spades, I think, and he's king of spades. Now when it goes this small, pretty unlikely that he has a 10, right? But when he raises, kind of makes me question why I even continued all those streets. I mean, 10s is definitely in his range, but I'm calling, I'm a fish. I am a fish. Why did I call? There's no need to call. That's what I mean, you know, by not recording my sessions, I'm punting. I mean, what bluffs does he has there? He does have bluffs just because he could range bluff there, but I don't think people are range bluffing at the 10 NL level. That being said, I have caught some people who have range bluffs spots like this in the two people. Yeah, not the best call, but also I guess there is some merit, but still shouldn't be taking those spots. So that's a big mistake. Yeah, hopefully that's the only one we'll make for a long time. Alright, I think last few hands now. Click the sit out button. Now we see bet on ace queen 7 with 10s. Good for our range, bet for our specific hand. When he calls, he has a lot of flush draws with a queen and ace axes, so we just check back and give up on this river. When he checks though, I think when he checks we might be good a lot of the time. We're not bluffing him off an ace for sure. I don't think we need to bluff him off a queen just because he has not many queens. And a lot of flush draws that got there, so I think we just check back and pray that he's a fish. Yeah. That's one of the hands that we might have bluffed him off, but I don't think it's too worth. So let's take a look at how this 30-minute session went. We started with $210.64. Let me pull up the calculator. So we started with 210.64 and we are left with 157.03, which means we bought in for a total of $53. Is that right? $53. 53.61. And we started with 157.03. So if we cash everything out, 236. So we cashed out for 236.75, which is 79.72. $79.72. And that's a profit of $26, which is pretty good for a 30-minute session. So I guess good thing I started recording. I think it's the recording run good. Just fill up the rest. Yep. Which brings our total bankroll now to $236.75, which means we have tripled our earnings per hour. And yeah, this is how it's looking. Feel free to pause, take a look at my results now, and I'll see you in the next